Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm Maya, here with Vid, and oh man, have you seen the headlines today? Vid, oil is dropping like crazy. What's going on?
Yeah, so here's the thing, Maya, the US-Iran peace deal is causing oil prices to fall, and that's got everyone talking about a potential recession signal, so let's dive into what that actually means.
Wait, a recession signal? That sounds scary. What even is that, Vid?
Great question, Maya. A recession signal is like a warning sign that the economy might be slowing down. It's like a yellow light on the highway. It doesn't mean you have to stop, but you should be prepared to slow down, and one way to think about it is like a big coffee shop. Imagine you're the owner, and you notice that people are starting to buy fewer coffees. That's a signal that something might be changing.
That makes sense. So how does that actually work, Vid? How do we know when a recession signal is flashing?
Right, exactly. So one way to look at it is to watch the yield curve, which is like a big graph that shows how much it costs to borrow money for different amounts of time. And if the graph starts to look like a roller coaster with short-term borrowing costs higher than long-term costs, that's a sign that something might be off, and historically that's been a pretty good indicator of a recession about 70% of the time.
Whoa, 70%. That's a big number, okay. So what's happening right now, Vid? What are the signals telling us?
Okay, so if we look at today's numbers, the VIX is at 16.38, which is a measure of how volatile the market is, and oil is at $75.85, which is a 3-month low, and the 10-year yield is at 4.43%, which is still relatively high, so it's like the market is trying to figure out what's going on, and the signal is a bit mixed, but if we look at the regime, it's neutral, which means the market is waiting for more information.
Okay, so what happens next, Vid? Are we headed for a recession or not?
Exactly, that's the million-dollar question, Maya, and the answer is it's hard to predict, but if I had to give you a few scenarios, I'd say if oil prices keep falling and the Fed keeps rates high, that could be a sign that the economy is slowing down and we might see a recession, but if the US-Iran peace deal starts to boost economic growth and the Fed starts to cut rates, that could be a sign that the economy is going to keep growing, and we might not see a recession. And let me give you an example. Imagine you own stock in Chevron and oil prices are falling. That might not be great for your stock, but if you own stock in a company like Amazon that's less tied to oil prices, that might be a safer bet.
Really? So you're saying it's all about the oil prices and the Fed, Vid, that's it?
Yeah, those are two big factors, Maya, but it's not just about that. It's also about how companies are performing and what's happening in the global economy. So it's like trying to solve a puzzle, and you need to look at all the pieces, not just one or two, and right now the puzzle is a bit messy, but if I had to give you a probability-weighted call, I'd say there's about a 40% chance of a recession in the next 6 months, and a 60% chance that we'll just see a slowdown, not a full-blown recession.
Okay, that makes sense. So what's the bottom line, Vid? What do we take away from this?
Yeah, so here are the key takeaways, Maya. First, recession signals are like warning signs. They don't mean the economy is definitely going to slow down, but they do mean we should be prepared. Second, the yield curve is an important indicator to watch. And third, it's all about the puzzle. We need to look at all the pieces, not just one or two. And remember, this is all just educational, not financial advice. So don't go out and make any trades based on what we've talked about. Haha.
Haha, got it, thanks, Vid. You always make this stuff so much fun. And okay, everyone, that's it for today. We'll catch you all on the Discord. And remember, educational only, not financial advice.
Yeah, thanks, Maya, and don't forget to join us on the Discord. We'll be talking more about recession signals and what they mean for your investments. Oh man, it's going to be a great conversation.